So I want to say it's day 6 of me wearing one wig for 30 days. And I actually wasn't going to wear a wig today because it's 85 degrees here. But I have to go to this meeting. If you followed me for a while, you know that I went through sort of a business incubator program called Erie Made. I was actually accepted into another acceleration program. So it's kind of like if you've been in business 2 years or more. Actually, this month that I'm filming this in June, it's 3 years that I've been in business. So that's great and fun and exciting. And this is more of a, okay, everything's established. You got your LLC, you got you this, you got you that. You know what your business is going to be. And now you have some business. You filed your big girl taxes. That's when you actually get hit with the taxes. And it's like, let's get busy on strengthening the business, going back and doing things right that maybe you didn't do because you were just getting things started. It's really heavy on the financial, the legal, the bookkeeping, the taxes, the employees, like stuff like that. So at any rate, I have my monthly meeting for that. And I realized I've never worn a wig to one of these meetings. So I was like, I probably should. But I for sure need to clip this back out of my face. And this is the only makeup I'm wearing. I can't be bothered. And the other thing is I was like, oh, well, I don't want to wear this wig because it'll be too hot. But it's at the university library. And I just have a feeling like, especially around here, I live in Pennsylvania, close to both the New York and Ohio borders. And I swear, people complain that it's cold, then it gets warm, and they instantaneously put the AC on at like below 0. And I'm just like, you know, I get it, kick a little AC on, but I'm like, my goodness gracious, it's been warm for one day, you know, and yes, it's 85, but I'm just like, you've been complaining, and the second you can, you know, feel a little warmth and tingle on your skin, you're like, okay, let's have it be 45 again. And I'm just like, ugh. So I'm like, it's probably gonna be cold in there. So I'm actually gonna take a sweater, I think, like a cardigan. So overall, you can see that all of these top layer fibers are great. It's just the under fibers right in the back, and it's a long wig. I'm going to fix this with the dual leave-in conditioner. I think I'm gonna go through tomorrow and use the NV Air Styler to kind of fix some of these under here. Just put a tiny bit of heat on, not a lot. I think it'll be totally fine. But for right now, I don't have that stuff here, so we're gonna put this on. Oh, I still love this. I was wondering because, you know, in general, when I started wearing wigs, it was like when I started my YouTube channel, I actually started as a makeup channel and I was losing my hair, but that wasn't the focus of my channel. So when I started wearing wigs, people noticed right away that I was wearing wigs, and then they just started like asking me about wigs and my wig journey and things like that. And so, you know, that's kind of how everything evolved or whatever. So from pretty close to the beginning, I definitely wore wigs more often. The other part was when I first started wearing wigs, like I have a degree, a science degree. I'm kind of a researcher at heart, and I get really like obsessed with things. That's like my ADHD. I get really obsessed with things when I start to fall in love with them. So from the beginning, I was like wanting to know as much as I could and learn as much as I could about wigs and doing research and, you know, making videos based on what other people were saying was good or not, or techniques, because I either wanted to be like, yeah, I agree with that, or, you know, say, no, I don't agree with it, or say, yeah, that works, and so does this. I just wanted to do all of that just like for my own self. And so I don't think there was ever a time where I like had one wig and I was consistently wearing it. Definitely not for 30 days. I just wasn't doing that. Especially back then, because I literally uploaded 5 days a week, and it was a different video, 5 days a week, a different wig, a whole scenario. I'd wear different wigs to work every day. And that's when I used to film. I would film in the morning before I went to work because I'm like, well, I'm getting ready for work anyway. And I had a flexible job because I'll be honest, I was like always late. I was supposed to be there at 8:30 and I just never got there till 9. It just didn't. It'd be like 8:15. I'd be like, okay, well, I guess I need to start getting out to the car and do this. And I mean, I lived really close, but I just always ended up working till like 5:30 because I was always at least a half an hour late. Okay, see that? It's really smooth, very nice. It's just these sort of under areas and these bottoms. I feel like the next video I'll do a little repair on it, and then the video after that I will do a washing video, because it definitely, I can feel that it needs washed, which makes me feel like this is day number 6. So I feel like for day number 5 I said the same thing. All right, so that's this first side. Now we're gonna get over this side. So totally TMI, and if you're someone that's just not interested in this, you can totally click past this. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going through menopause, which is giving me this like foggy brain thing. And I can totally make another video or talk about this more. I mean, if we're gonna hang together for 30 days with the same wig, we're gonna have to start talking about some stuff. And that's what's, you know, legitimately going on in my life while I'm doing all this stuff with my wigs. So that's what I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, I had an emergency hysterectomy 2 years ago, and I still have my ovaries. So, you know, they said, oh, like, you won't go into menopause immediately like you would. And I don't know, I guess because of that, I was able to sort of put out of my mind a lot of things, and a lot of the issues that I was having, which led to me needing an emergency hysterectomy, were relieved so immediately, and I felt so great that it just didn't, like, I don't know, just didn't come into my mind. But then I was doing some research, and it says, yeah, like, it'll stave off the menopause, but it won't, like, get, like, you know, it's not, like, indefinite or it said that it does actually come on faster than it would normally, like, just naturally, but obviously slower than if you didn't have your ovaries. So, you know, it is what it is. I've been doing this business and I've had a lot of stress. And I'll tell you, I've been struggling with stress very, very, very badly since February of this year, February 2025. And luckily, some things finally, just finally now in June, have gotten to a place where I see a little bit of relief. And I guess some of the symptoms I was having, I think I was just like, oh, that must be just stress. It's not. So I do have an appointment. So if you want to hear more about that, we can talk more about it. But for now, that's it. I'm pretty sure that I'm starting it, and there you go. All right, so I think what I want to do is I just want to clip back this top part a bit, because I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff on my computer for this meeting, and I just don't want, like, hair in my face. And every time I do something different, I'm like, oh, this looks so cute. And then I'm, like, so annoyed because there's hair in my face. I'm actually not wearing, like, false lashes today, which is usually what bothers me the most. I almost feel like, do I want to do, like, 2 twists like this? Or do I want to just do one thing? And maybe I want to do an actual, like, full top knot? What do you guys think? Man, I wish I was live and you could just tell me. Well, let's do this. So you can see the condition. So it's not looking bad, especially not on the top. All right, let's do like this. I'm just going to twist it. And then twist. And then I'll clip it after I do like a full little twisty. I'm just making this up. I'm just like doing it and seeing what happens. And hopefully it looks cute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and clip it down. Hopefully that looks cute. I'm wearing a pink shirt, so I almost want to wear this mushroom. But because I'm gonna clip it in the back, I think I'm gonna wear... I have this like butterfly clip, and it's a little bit smaller, and I want to clip it from the back, like behind the little twisty, so you can see. Oh, that's cute. That's cute, right? Let me get my mirror because I want to see what it's going to look like. Most of my hand mirrors come from Glamlight. This was obviously the Friday the 13th collection. I love their hand mirrors so much. I want to see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks cute. All right, let me comb the rest of it out, and then this is just what I'm looking like today. Just what's happening. So let me know so far, do you like this video. I'm just wondering how long it's gonna be. And I think I'm gonna actually release each one of these videos individually and then one long one together that's a little bit more edited down, just about the wig itself. And yeah, this is what she's gonna look like today. I think it's cute. I'm not trying to do the most. It is gonna be 6 p.m. when I go. And you know, it just is what it is. So day 6 of 30, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. Okay, so you are gonna see everything that I'm gonna do for day number 6, but basically I decided day number 6 was my wash day. It needed to be washed, and so I went ahead and did that. So this is a video showing you exactly what I did. One tip I would say is try to detangle your wig before you wash it. I was in a hurry, so you're gonna see the real in this series. This series is gonna be about what I tell you to do, what I tell you not to do, the things I actually do, and then what to do to fix the things that you shouldn't do. Anyway, so I washed the wig. I started with like a basin. I like this plastic mixing bowl that I get from Walmart, and I put in cool water, not cold, not warm. Even though it's heat safe, I like cool water. I use a Renee Paris Prepare shampoo. That's the shampoo I just love and I use the most. I put a little dollop in there, get a little sudsy, then I put the wig. I did have another wig that I just had to wash at the same time, so I did, but I put it in there. Sometimes I feel like I wanna add a little extra shampoo, but that's kind of like gonna be your preference. It's not gonna suds up like your shampoo would for your bio hair. So some of me adding more shampoo is sometimes I'm like, well, I need more suds. So I let it sit in there. I probably forgot about it for a while because I have ADHD, but I let it sit in there. I had swished it around, and then I actually take the second mixing bowl in the sink. I put just clean, clear water in there, rinsed it out, just made sure it was rinsed. Then I sort of press out the water. You don't want to tug on the fibers, especially when they're wet, and you do not want to like comb the wig while it's wet. I press them out, then I set them in a towel just so that I could get out the majority of the damp. In this scenario, I do have a bathroom inside of my store, and it has a handicap accessible rail. So I just flip it over the rail. I put the towel on the floor and I sort of let it drip dry. Then in the next one that you're gonna see, which is day 7, I'll show you how I detangle it. I assessed any of the friction damage, which there was some. I fixed the friction damage, so you'll see that in the next video, but this was about the washing. This is how I wash all my wigs. If I wash it at my house, I usually sort of like hang it up behind, like on the shower head just to drip dry, but I don't get real fancy and put it anywhere fancy. I just usually lay it over something, drip it dry, and then come back to it. So that is day 6 was the washing. This is what it looks like. So this was after washing, detangling, and putting heat on it. And then we will get on to day 8 tomorrow when it's day 8. So 30 days, 1 wig. This is where we're at. Day 6 was wash day. Day 7 was fixing any friction damage. And so you're gonna wanna check out that full video and what that process was like. Okay, bye.